All right, guys, so I'm going to continue on my YouTube series here on sales tip for eBay, selling sports cards. I'm on tip number 3, which is probably the most important tip that I can share with you guys, and that is to use critical thinking skills as you approach this business, just like you would anything else. Here's going to be a few topics here that I get into. The first one being, let's talk about products to buy. Okay, and the reason I'm talking about products and ripping and just using thinking skills is because you're not going to make it very far in cards or collecting if you don't have a good sense of the value, what things cost, what things are going for. And if you do have a good sense of that, you can take advantage of that to get cards in your collection with profits or sales or trades. And so this isn't just to be a greedy flipper or whatever. I mean, I have my collection right here of guys that I PC. I've got a bunch of graded cards. So there's a lot more that goes into it. First things first, with products to buy, I mean, you've got to be thinking differently than other people. Okay, so everybody wants to get the brand new Panini products, Prism, and if you look at that, it is literally the worst ROI when it comes to cards. And I'll give you some examples. I mean, I bought all these Prism cards for, I think I paid $13 for the Washington Auto. These silvers of Jackson, Dontavian Wicks, and then I got an All-Star to 60 and Gabe Davis to 225. I mean, this is less than like $30 at most of Prism. And I mean, that's like most of your hits in a $900 Prism box. So the one thing that I can tell you is that if you're going to rip products, most Panini products are the worst products you can rip. You got to really think outside the box. So you've seen on my channel the stuff that I rip for previews just to check quality. I mean, all that stuff is stuff that I would actually recommend ripping if that's something you enjoy doing, and that's Sage. You can get a blaster for $20 and you can get Caleb Williams auto, for example. I think Jaden Daniels was in there. But even if you get the 3 worst autos you can possibly get in the product, like I think I did with an O-lineman, a graduated senior running back, there were 60 cards in that product. I had Caleb Williams, I had Jaden Daniels. I didn't really even hit anything that I wanted to collect personally, but I probably doubled my money just on that blaster, just by knowing what product to rip. There's a floor on a lot of these names, and even with unlicensed products. Another good one's the Topps Bowman U with the college basketball going into March Madness right now. I mean, with Caitlin Clark, women's basketball players, you get some of those hits, you're easily covering your costs to opening a box. So that's one thing I can say that kind of covers products and ripping. Moving down the list here, and then this is what I really want to focus on, is you can't be lazy when it comes to running this business and selling cards. I can give you a number of examples where I see it all the time in these selling groups. People are looking to sell out of their collections, and it's all brand new stuff. Like obviously they were just ripping over the last couple of years, and they're trying to get what they think are comps. But I mean, most of this stuff, like if you're going to sell it in bulk, the person that's buying it is going to expect to pay a huge discount because they're going to have to go through and inventory it and sell it and itemize everything. But as far as adding value from a investment or sales side of things, you need to look at these 3 areas particularly, where you're going to add the most value is you're either going to go out and grade a card, right? So you're going to buy it raw, you're going to go get a PSA 10 and go sell that for 3x what you paid, typically speaking. So that's one way to add value. Another couple of ways is to be the procurement, be the intermediary. So you go into cards shows, you're going out and you're buying bundled deals and you're splitting those up and taking a small little cut on every sale. I mean, that's what card shops do. That's what, you know, a lot of these other influencers do. And then the other area is just going out and prospecting. So you're going out and you're buying, you know, guys before they get called up in the majors. You're going out and you're buying, you know, freshman basketball players and Bowman U that you can potentially sell for more later on down the road. I mean, you could buy Caitlin Clark cards when they first came out for a fraction of what they're doing right now. So those are the three big areas that I'm looking at. But the biggest thing is, like I said, just, you know, last thing on this list is don't be lazy. And, you know, I'll give you a few examples of it and how I take advantage of it. You know, just going through eBay listings, finding bulk deals, going through consignment shops, finding these cards that are $6, $7, $8 cards, but you know, these sellers are too lazy to list those with standard envelope shipping. So those are some things that I can give you as pointers to get started. So I hope this helps.